Okay.
Meaning if one says that Mary gets there and the stone's already gone, she finds the stone's gone, and the other says the stone is there, the angel comes, earthquake happens, he speaks to them and rolls the stone away, one of those accounts is wrong. In the New Testament, here in Matthew, it says, now after the Sabbath, as the first day of the week began to dawn, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came to see the tomb. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from the heavens and came and rolled back the stone from the door. So this is about the resurrection of Jesus, which is a creedal, very important aspect of Christianity, that Jesus was resurrected from the dead, right? So what happened when Mary came?
Witnessing it before the men.
Interesting, right? So Mary and another Mary, so two Marys, they came, and what did they see? There was an earthquake, and an angel came and descended from heaven and rolled back the stone from the door and sat on it, and his countenance was like lightning, and his clothing was white as snow, and the guards shook of fear of him, and they became like dead men. But the angel answered and then said to the women, so he spoke to the women, right? Do not be afraid. And it said the angel answered and said to the women, do not be afraid. So this is what happened. Mary went back with another Mary, and then an angel came down, an earthquake, and he rolled the stone away, and he spoke to them, right? But when I look,
how's that end?
Oh, yeah, it keeps going. You keep, yeah.
He is not here.
For he has risen. He said, come see the place where the Lord lay, and go quickly and tell his disciples, he has risen from the dead, and indeed he is going before you unto Galilee. So what my interesting thing is, if I look at the same account in the other Gospels,
have it in it's good to have it in context.
Yes, 100%.
People are danger is to pull something out of context.
True.
And you make it a pretense.
I agree.
For anything you want it to mean.
I agree with you.
That's a danger of man finagling and trying.
I don't believe in people trying to change.
If it's something you can't understand, then pray and ask God help.
So now in Luke it says, now on the first day of the week, early in the morning, certain other women with them, so Mary and certain other women with them, came to the tomb, bringing spices which they had prepared, for they found the stone rolled away from the tomb. So here the stone's already gone, right? No angel, no earthquake. In fact, there's another account of the resurrection, and this is in John.
And they came to the tomb before the sun.
So it says, now on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb early while it was still dark and saw the stone had been taken away from the tomb. So here, Mary, in the two accounts, shows up and the stone's already gone. But in the first account, she came, and then the angel comes and sits on the stone and then moves the stone, and the earth. There's a contradiction right there.
Was it saying the sun was beginning to rise in the second place? Did it mention the sun?
Both of them were early while it was still dark, right?
Okay.
But the
both accounts it has at the sun rise.
Right. Yeah.
Both similar in that.
That is true, but one of them. One of them, very early in the week, the time of dawn, when it's still dark, Mary comes, and there's an earthquake, and an angel comes and sits on the stone, and then after that he rolls it back, and he even speaks to them. But in the other account, stone's already gone when they get there. They come and the stone's gone.
Oh, rolled away.
So that's a contradiction right there, right? And that's an important issue. It's a creedal issue.
That one I could accept because it's just speaking of two different frame of minds or whatever.
But one of them
the
has.
sun was rising here and it was already risen, or
no. Both of them were early at the sunrise, right?
Okay.
Meaning, if one says that Mary gets there and the stone's already gone, she finds the stone's gone, and the other says the stone is there, the angel comes, earthquake happens, he speaks to them and rolls the stone away. One of those accounts is wrong. It can't be both, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a Quran, the perfectly preserved words of God without mistakes. As you said, and I agree with you that I believe in a God that preserves his word 100%. No mistakes, no contradictions. Do you have a Quran?
And in that instant that we were talking about, I would want to read
good,
more.
Great.
And I
100%.
could see.
Can you get a Quran? It's a gift for you. And we read it together.
God is good.
God is great.
He doesn't lie.
God never lies.
Impossible for God to lie.
Impossible. God cannot lie. I agree with you 100%. And if
We
there
may
are
not understand something clearly, but
true
text and the right word, He will
100%.
bring understanding with time.
I agree
that
with you.
will
If anybody
Not
attributes,
bring doubt and not confuse.
yeah. If somebody
I
brings
just say,
something,
okay, I'm not totally able to understand this
Yeah.
yet, and I lay it.
I
back
feel
to
you.
God.
and so if
And I
somebody
keep reading
brings
the whole
something with
thing in
mistakes,
context and-
then I would say that's not from God, because God makes no mistakes and God is perfect. Agreed? Right? We'd agree God is perfect. God does not lie and does not make any mistakes. So the words of God would be 100% correct as well. I'm with you.
That's what I stay with the King James. I know that's close
Now,
for
I got the King
the right
James.
translation.
Now,
And
yeah, I agree with you that the
Just like
NIV
I
and the
probably-
Standard have made errors in trying to add things to the Bible. 100%, you're right. Appreciate
God is
you.
not the author of that confusion.
God is not the author of confusion. That's beautiful.